May the 1st. That's the new deadline being imposed by Donald Trump to get a new NAFTA deal in place. It's specifically designed to turn up the heat. May the 1st will also be the new expiry on the exemption that Canada got on steel tariffs.
This is number one, but this is the first of many.
Canada and Mexico originally got an indefinite exemption from the U.S. on threatened steel and aluminum tariffs. Guess that's not happening anymore. But the new presidential order President Trump signed Thursday, adding a number of other countries to the exemption list, includes a May 1st end date for all. After that, tariffs could go into effect for all countries. The White House saying earlier this week, unless the U.S. gets a better deal on NAFTA, something will happen with tariffs.
We have one particular problem, and I view them as a friend.
Friend? Maybe. But the U.S. also threatening to slap tariffs on up to $60 billion in Chinese goods. Punishment for what the president says is China's misappropriation or stealing of U.S. intellectual property. Trump also looking at measures that could restrict Chinese investments in the United States. China certainly not happy, urging the U.S. to pull back from the brink of a trade war and making its own threats to levy additional duties on up to $3 billion of U.S. imports, including fruit and wine. European Union leaders also upset. Belgium's prime minister saying the temporary exemption was like Trump putting a gun to their heads. They want a permanent exemption from U.S. metal import duties and hinted at bloc action of their own to protect their collective interests. Leaders around the world worried about the global implications of a trade war between the world's two largest economies, urging calm.
The Americans actually have a trade surplus with Australia. We don't complain about that. We've got surpluses with other countries. So the important thing is no one wins from a trade war. There's no doubt about that. And we look forward to the US and China being able to negotiate a satisfactory arrangement that suits both sides.